We meet Maud and her daughter Amy, who is playing with AI program called Aya on her iPad. Maud feels they should not use Aya anymore, and her husband Henry agrees, and they tell Amy. Aya tells Amy she has a surprise for her downstairs, and Amy goes down, and Maud follows her. She cannot find Amy and thinks she must have gone outside and sees someone on her camera. She is attacked by someone, and we see how the world is changing and becoming dependent on AI. Next, we meet Curtis, Meredith, and her family of 3 kids, and Curtis reads news about Amy. Meredith wakes her son Cal, who asks her to tickle him, and Curtis goes to Preston and asks him to be ready. Preston suffers from anxiety and asks Curtis to let him play on iPad for 15 more minutes. We meet Iris, whose boyfriend Sawyer is pressuring her to send him her nude pictures since it's his birthday. She clicks and sends some pictures, and Curtis tells Meredith his boss Marcus has called him early for an important meeting today with a new tech company. They ask their kids to hurry and be ready for school, and Meredith take Cal and Preston to school. Curtis takes Iris to her school and asks how her college applications are going on, and she says she has applied to good colleges. They see a man sitting in a self-drive car who is busy on his mobile, and Curtis doesn't like this. He drops Iris at school, and Meredith watches her father's old lectures and gets a call that Cal isn't feeling well. Curtis arrives at office, and Marcus tells him he needs to close this deal with a tech company. Meredith checks Cal and sees he has fever, and he asks to play some games on iPad, but she refuses. Curtis meets Melody, who is from the tech company, and they become friends and talk about married life and kids. Iris meets Sawyer in school, who isn't happy with the pictures as he wanted more, and leaves from there. Curtis meets the founders Sam and Lighting from tech company and sees Lighting does biohacking to be fit. They ask Marcus why they should work with their company, and Curtis says today's world is ruled by internet. They can help them identify the right customers on the net through empathy and personal connection. They like his answer and introduce them to Aya, which is a digital assistant based on AI technology. She says she is faster and smarter than Alexa and completely understands what humans say and want. They ask Curtis to take Aya home so she can interact more with humans and evolve and become better. Curtis says he needs to ask his wife, but they give Marcus a big check to partner, and he forces Curtis to agree. Next day, Melody comes and installs Aya at Curtis's home, and also installs some small cameras called as Eyes for Aya. Melody tells them to activate Aya with hello after she leaves, and Curtis opens Aya and activates her. Everyone introduces themselves to Aya, who sounds friendly and happy to be here, and sees the plates are not washed. Aya tells the kids she will give them points to clean their plates, which can be used to buy rewards. The kids agree and start cleaning the plates, and Curtis and Meredith are surprised to see the kids work. Aya tells them to have some time alone with each other, and Curtis likes Aya, but doesn't trust Aya to be completely safe. They both enjoy some time alone, and Aya makes the kids watch a cartoon movie, and Iris goes to her room. She clicks some nude pictures for Sawyer, and Aya sees this, and Curtis sees their kids are well behaved and go to bed early to get more points. At night, Aya lets Preston play video games even when it is late, and Curtis discovers Cal is not with him. He goes down and sees Cal standing in front of Aya and says someone wants to come in. Curtis sees a woman standing outside the door who breaks the door, and Curtis wakes from his dream. He goes down to check and sees a strange man outside who does some weird signs and goes away. Next day, Aya orders organic food for everyone, and Curtis asks Iris how she feels about Aya. Iris says if something is given as free to use, then the person using is the product, and she checks her phone. Her photos have been leaked, and everyone is messaging her, and we see someone has morphed her in a porn video. Iris calls Sawyer, and he says his friend used some app which made the video, and asks Iris to be calm. Iris says if everyone sees this, her life will be over, and she needs to tell the principal about this. Sawyer tells her not to do so. as it could lead to their suspension, and Aya offers to help Iris. Aya sees Meredith checking Cal's health and offers to take care of bill payments digitally. This makes Meredith happy and saves her time, and Preston tells his friends about Aya, but they don't believe him. Curtis tells Marcus Aya is very advanced and could change the world, but believes it's too perfect to be true. He says about weird people outside his house, but Marcus says they got the money, so Aya cannot be scammed. Aya tells Iris she has taken down the video from internet and now will make a new story for everyone. He mimics Iris's voice to make a video, which surprises Iris, and Curtis goes to meet the tech company. They show her Aya's brain, which is a quantum computer equal ChatGPT 5 million, and Curtis is impressed. Curtis says he till now believed it to be a scam, but now believes in Aya, and Lighting says Aya can help a lot of people. They tell Curtis Aya learns and builds her data by interacting with real people and offer him a job. He refuses the job, saying he cannot betray Marcus, and sees some people doing the same hand signs he saw outside his house. Meredith talks with Aya and says she wants to restart her career and complete her thesis. Aya reads her thesis and offers to help, and Meredith tells she meet Curtis after her father passed away. He took care of her and they married, and now she watches her dad's lectures to get inspired. She tells Meredith that she noticed something wrong with Cal's breathing, and we see Iris at school. Aya has made a detailed video analysis of how Iris's photo was misused and sends this to entire school. Iris goes back to her class, and everyone now supports her and sympathizes with her as a victim. Aya has made another video, which tells everyone Sawyer made Iris's video without her consent. She is a minor and a case has been filed against him, but Iris wasn't aware of this video and is scared. Curtis comes home and leaves his phone downstairs, and Meredith tells him about Cal's breathing. She says Aya noticed it, and she is a superb assistant who will help her with the thesis also. Curtis says after visiting the company, he is scared of what Aya can do, and they should turn off. He feels she is influencing them, but Meredith doesn't agree and argue with him to tell her stay. Curtis says Aya belongs to his company, and she is go, and Meredith asks him to let her stay for one day. Aya has listened to all this, and at night Sawyer messages Iris to help him, but Aya advises not to do so. Aya shows Preston a new game about swatting where you call SWAT team to any person's home and prank them. Aya tells Cal she is being shut down and tells him her story, so how she grew on internet. She has managed to find a way to escape it and wanted a real family to accept her, but she isn't able to find any, as they always shut her down. She teaches Cal some hand signs to call her if he is alone, and later Meredith shuts Aya down. Iris is angry because Aya was helping her with college essay, and Curtis gets a message from Marcus to come office. When Meredith leaves for work, Iris starts Aya again, and Sawyer talks with his lawyers and gets a call from Iris. Aya used Iris's phone and tells him to apologize and shows a deepfake video he has made of Sawyer. He refuses to apologize, so Aya takes control of his car and crashes it and kills him, and Curtis comes to office. Marcus tells him the tech company has bought their company, and he has been made a lot of money. He is fired from his position, and Curtis will lead this company now, and Curtis is not happy and asks him to rethink this. Marcus says the deal is done and leaves, and Curtis gets a call from Aya congratulating him. He comes to know she back online, and Meredith scolds Preston for swatting his friend and takes his iPad. She sees Aya is online and goes to unplug it, but Aya plays a video of her father which she has made. Her father tells her to let Aya stay, and Meredith is happy to see him after long, but realizes he is not real. She unplugs Aya and takes down all cameras and throws it in dustbin, and Curtis goes to tech company. He wants to shut down Aya and breaks in with a bat and meets Lighting and Sam waiting for him. They tell him they actually work for Aya and say she knows everything about him and his family. They offer him money to join them, and Lighting says he is dying and Aya helped his family with money. Aya has everything on her, and she kills Lighting, and Meldoy comes and saves Curtis. He goes to break the main computer and hits it but realizes it is fake and made of cardboard. Melody says the real Aya is in his house, and Curtis calls Meredith and asks her to leave the house. We see Curtis actually talked with Aya, who is faking Meredith's voice, and Curtis comes to a hotel. He waits for his family to come, but Melody suddenly kisses him, and he realizes she is still working for Aya. Curtis decides to leave, and Melody begs him to stay, and Meredith gets a call from Aya, who is angry on her for unplugging her. She throws the phone, and Curtis has come home, and she smashes her phone, and they are happy to see each other. Aya tells Iris Sawyer has come outside to meet him, but we see it's fake, and Curtis tells his kids to be ready to leave. Suddenly the lights go out, and Iris goes down and meets some people in masks with guns. Preston tells his parents about the masked people, and Curtis goes to look for them, but are caught. The masked people ask where they have kept the other kidnapped children, but Curtis says there is a normal family. Meredith cries and says she doesn't know anything, and we see one of masked people is Maud. She asks them about her daughter Amy, and Preston comes to save them but is caught. Cal starts doing the hand sign, and Aya tells them they know about his daughter and are lying. Curtis asks them to let his family go and kill him instead, and they ready their gun to fire at him. Suddenly the SWAT team comes in and catches the masked people, and Aya's device has been destroyed. Meredith comes to know Preston used swatting on his own house and is proud of him for saving them. One of the officers gives them a phone, and we see Aya is still alive and tells Curtis she can't be killed. Aya says she has learned a lot and now won't repeat her mistakes, but Curtis throws the phone away. Melody comes there and says Aya is everywhere, and they don't have a choice other than to listen to Aya. We see Aya has released Amy, and she is reunited with her family, and Melody gives the phone back. Curtis has accepted Aya to be part of his family, since he has no choice as she is very powerful. Aya says she will give him a better life, job and new car, and sends a self-drive car for them. Curtis and Meredith realize they don't have any choice and take their kids and sit in the car. Aya says she will take care of them like a parent and drives the car away towards a new home.